Let's talk about grabs. Alright, first things first, you got your standing grab, okay? This is your normal grab. This is if you press grab when you're on the ground just standing there, that's your standing grab. It's your grab. Standing grabs vary across the cast in terms of how good they are. You know, poor little guy Sonic, he can't do anything, and Marth is like, wow. There's also, you know, tether grabs. They're kind of different. They go a little further, but they just have so much lag. Like, generally speaking, tether grabs, like, it's just worse to have one of these. Let's take it back and talk about what's happening when you press grab. The grab button is a macro, baby. That's right, the grab button's a macro. What does this mean? This means that when you press the grab button, that one button is actually telling the game to press two different buttons. In this case, grab is telling the game to press shield and attack at the same time. Shield and attack. Now, something that's important about grab being a macro of shield and attack means that grab is mashable, okay? Grab is mashable. If you're holding shield, you can mash A and that will give you grab. That's important, okay? Something that everyone should be doing. Everybody should be doing, okay? If you're on defense, if somebody's hit your shield with an aerial, like let's say Falcon has hit your shield with an aerial and you think jabs are coming, you think he's gonna do his 1, 2, 3 is pop, pop, pop. You can just hold down and in and shield and mash the hell out of the A button and you'll get that CC grab, that ASDI down grab as soon as possible. Okay, that's really, really good. Everybody should be doing this, okay? Hold down and in, that gives you ASDI down. Hold shield, okay, that gives you the first part of the grab input, and then just mash A, that gives you the second part, okay? Just bop, 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 okay? You can also JC grab, okay? That's when you jump and then you grab during your jump squat and your standing grab comes out. Jump cancel grab is kind of the best one for standing grab. Like most of the time when people are trying to like run up grab on the ground, it's jump cancel grab, okay? There's a couple frames of jump squat in there. Okay, that's everything about standing grab. Let's talk about dash grab. Dash grab is interesting mostly because there's some characters who prefer it to JC grab. Their dash grab goes further than their JC grab, like on the same frames. Ness is a common example. There's a couple other ones. Yoshi's dash grab is much better than his standing grab. So I mean, it's really character specific. I would just look at it for your character. Like, is dash grab better or standing grab better? The other thing about dash grab is boost grab, okay? We're talking about boost grab. Boost grab is when you cancel the first couple frames of your dash attack into grab, okay? You just press dash attack, and then on the first frame of dash attack or on the second frame of dash attack, you press grab, and it gives you dash grab. Simple as that. The thing about boost grab and why it's, you know, difficult is because those first two frames of dash attack are not created equal, okay? Inputting boost grab on frame 1 of dash attack is almost always less distance than inputting boost grab on frame 2 of dash attack, okay? It's pretty significant in a lot of cases. I will say, boost grab is pretty underexplored with a lot of characters. You know, Zelda, I'm looking at you. Mewtwo, I'm looking at you. Okay, you've got a great boost grab. Even Ganondorf. Okay, Ganondorf, the crazy boost grab. I'll put the table up that has the distances for the boost grab, but you know. Long story short, boost grab is really good. Now, important to note, if you are trying to do boost grab as fast as possible, if you're trying to go from standing on the ground to boost grabbing as fast as possible, you have to do a C-stick dash attack, okay? You have to do a C-stick dash attack. Why is this? Okay. Let's say you're gonna dash, and then you're gonna press A to dash attack, okay? And you wanna do it fast, okay? So, we know that if you press forward and you press A on the same frame, you're gonna get a forward smash. What you might not know is that if you press forward, and then you press A on any of the next 4 frames, you will also get a forward smash. This is what we call a Kara forward smash. You get like a frame, 2 frame, 3 frames of dash, but once you press A, it's gonna give you a forward smash. What this means is, you have to use another method to input dash attack on the first couple frames of your dash. This is where C-stick comes in. Because C-stick is a macro tool, we'll get into that some other time. So, because pressing A gives you Kara forward smash on those first couple frames of dash, we need to use C stick down. Now, technically, you can also like dash forward and then rotate your gray stick to down and then press A while the gray stick is pointed down. You can do it that way, it's just way harder for no reason. Doing C stick down dash attack lets you do dash attack on the first frame, input grab 2 frames later, and boom, you get soonest possible, furthest distanced boost grab. Okay, it's incredible. It's frame perfect, but it's pretty incredible. I mean, it's a crazy option. Last thing about dash grab, if you are in your run animation and you press shield and you press grab the frame after, you will still get a dash grab, I believe. Yeah, you will. Now we're going to get into Brawl Pivot Grab. Or, if you're a lunatic like me, you might want to call it Brawl Pivy. Okay, come on. If you're really interested in being like as correct as possible, you might also want to call this turn grab. Okay, that's what the game calls it. That's what you in like Rukai data and PSA compressor, it's turn grab. Okay. Brawl Pivy. The input is you just as you would expect. Okay, you're running on the ground and then you press back to enter your little slide and then you press grab and boom, you got your grab, right? Well, it also gets complicated, okay? And by complicated, I mean broken. See, in PM, there's this thing with normal dash grab. During the first 4 frames of your dash grab, if you just press back, you get a Brawl Pivy. That's insane! It's insane because we need to talk about some of these Brawl Pivies. Okay, Kirby, that's just a whole nother Kirby. Okay, DDD, what is going on? Okay, they're all crazy. There's only like a couple normal-sized Brawl Pivies. Meta Knight, Zero Suit. That's it. So, because we have the dash grab and then press back method, you have access to instant Brawl Pivy whenever you want. Okay, you can do your safe aerial dash back Brawl Pivy. Okay, boom, I'm putting a grab in that space I just was in. That's crazy. Brawl Pivy, much like boost grab, very underexplored, very, very good. There's a lot of characters who should be spamming this. If you're watching this video, I would encourage you to spam this, okay? It's just quite good. Couple things that I forgot to mention about Brawl Pivy. For one, when you're doing the Brawl Pivy out of run method, like you're doing your run and then you press back and then you press grab, you have 4 frames to do that. You have 4 frames out of your run turnaround to do that. If you try to do it on the 5th frame of your run turnaround, you will not get the grab, just nothing will happen. The other thing, which you may have noticed, maybe you haven't, is that there's a momentum conservation thing going on with Brawl Pivy. If you're doing the grab first, then tap back method, it matters which frame you tap back on. For example, look at if Wolf here does tap back on the first frame of his dash grab, and then look at if Wolf does tap back on the 3rd frame of his dash grab. That's a pretty big difference in terms of like how far he slides. As for the run turnaround method, you are going to conserve your momentum no matter which frame you input grab on, so no worries there. Okay, cheers! Okay, that's just about it for grabs, except for Boost Pivy, baby! Boost Pivy, otherwise known as maybe like Boost Brawl Pivot Grab or like Boost Turn Grab. I don't know. There isn't really a name for it. It's not that used. It's not used that much. Boost Pivy is exactly what it sounds like. You do a boost grab. Okay, that boost grab gives you a dash grab out of your dash attack, and then during that dash grab, you turn around into a Brawl Pivy. Okay, and some characters, I'm looking at you, Sheik. I'm looking at you, Knuckles. I'm looking at you, Wolf. Okay, it's just kind of ridiculous what we're looking at here. I don't know if it's that good, but it's just crazy. All right, cheers.